So many of the headlines here in Volusia County have been at the beach with the catastrophic beach erosion in Daytona Beach shores. We're several miles inland at Port Orange, where a dam was breached earlier in the morning. And as you can see behind me, many of the roads here are flooded out. Now, this is impacting several hundred families, and officials say that the conditions could get worse once again when we get a high tide. Now, what happened is when Hurricane Ian came through about 5-6 weeks ago, this area saw catastrophic flooding up to the chest high because the dam that helps pump the water out failed. This time around, because Nicole didn't have quite as severe impact as Ian did, the flooding wasn't as bad. But the problem is several of these homes are very vulnerable from when Ian moved through, and we're still seeing that vulnerability play out as we head in these next couple of days when the high tide cycles come in and could help push that water back in. Several of the residents here are taking it all in stride, but several of them are definitely ready for hurricane season to be over.
We got up around 8, it was completely dry street, and by like 9:30 it was full, pretty much up to the sidewalk here. Luckily it didn't come up much further, but when it did start coming, it came quick. The levee broke back here. They do normally pump the water out, but I heard that the pump might have stopped working. It probably got a good use from the previous storm, so I think the pump stopped working. They were evacuating earlier, so my wife left with the kids, I stayed, but right now it looks like it's going back out, but really just playing it by ear, hoping for the best, expect the worst sometimes.
Now we're anticipating things to slowly improve here. In fact, officials were out in the dam earlier today trying to assess the damage. They think something may have failed in the actual piping of the dam itself. They've been working and looking at that. They'll be back at it tomorrow as well to make sure that everything is functioning as it should to help pump this water out and get these families back on dry land. For now, we are in Port Orange. I'm Leslie Hudson reporting for Accuweather.